It's really wonderful to be here with you, Damien and Camilla, here in the fantastic Offices of Science, your HQ, I guess, essentially.
HQ, yeah.
Talking about your image of Mickey Mouse, which is going to be auctioned and the proceeds are going to be donated to Kids Company, which is fantastic. What do you think you'll do with the money, Camilla?
We're definitely going to use the money to work therapeutically using the arts with children who've been sexually and physically abused. And it'll be a transformative donation. I hope there is someone very wealthy and very generous out there who's going to pay a fortune for this painting that I think actually is really very divine. I really liked it. When I saw it, I kind of bounced in my chair with joy because it really has captured the essence of Mickey Mouse.
It is a really iconic image and we all grew up with it. Can you remember the first time as a child that you became aware of the fantastical world of Walt Disney?
Yeah, I mean, I think I went to see Fantasia. Remember Fantasia? I think I must have been really young. I don't know when it came out, but I saw it at the cinema with Mickey and cutting the brooms in half. Remember, it's quite nightmarish as well, where he's like trying to stop us doing this nighttime sky and trying to...
And weren't the brooms all painting?
Yeah, no, they're bringing water and they're tipping it out into the thing. And then he's chopping them in half and they're coming into 2 and then 4 and 6.
Yeah, I loved them all. You know, I loved the constant reincarnation of the battered mouse, you know, and also
That's a great title as well.
Yeah.
The constant reincarnation of the battered mouse.
I can see the mouse in formaldehyde.
That could be your autobiography.
Yeah. And I love the scenes where, you know, they hit each other over the head with frying pans and you get these little stars coming out and they bounce back up again.
And do you think that's part of the joy, Camilla, of Damien's art for the kids at Kids Company, is that there is a point of accessibility where they're not intimidated by a spot painting, that although it's conceptually brilliant, they feel like there is a route in there for them?
What was very interesting is watching Damien do his spin painting with our kids. And we did it in Covent Garden, where we took some of our children. And the children and him got completely involved with this spin painting and how they were going to do it. And I could see in the children's eyes that he was a grown-up, but he had their language, if you like. And they were completely involved with what he was doing. And I think children don't think that's a grown-up art and, you know, or that's a famous artist's work. They just think, yeah, that's nice, or I don't like it, you know, and that's how they
good,
operate.
It's like, it's brutal as well, but it's brilliant. They just go, yeah or no. You know, minga. You make a painting and just go, ugh. And it's like, that's a great reaction.
Have your children done that to any of your work?
Yeah, my kids have, I'll do a spin painting, they go, mine's better than yours.
Yeah, right.
You know, and believe it, and often right. But I think
you know, I mean,
they do go. They get their friends' parents' views coming out of their friends. So there'll be people going, your dad, you know, sold a dead cow, you know, and then they'd come home to me and go, did you sell a dead cow? And then so they don't quite get the picture. So it's like, and then but what I've often done, and you know, in their schools, when that sort of thing starts happening, is I go into the school, we'll take a spin machine, and I do it with all their mates. So then they go home to the parents and go, he's cool.
Yeah.
Or hopefully, you know, and I let them all take a painting home and do that, you know, because then they understand it, and then the parents get it, and it's on the wall. And I'm sure the kids are going, I've got it in the bedroom, and the parents are going, we should sell that, and the kids are going, no way, it's mine.
When you did that spin painting exercise with the kids in Covent Garden, were there any spin paintings that you looked at and you're like, blimey, they're pretty good,
I mean, I think with kids across the board, they're usually very good. I mean, you notice that if there's, you know, some kids are a little bit quiet and they don't really want to get involved, but, you know, not very often. I mean, kids are pretty, you know, I mean, it's, you know, you get an adult and they're like, how many colours shall I use? What if it's bad? You know, and they get fear, whereas kids just see the paint moving and spin, they just dive in, they just throw it all around and they just love it, you know. So it's like, you know, it's play, isn't it?
There is something poignant about the art children make that's sort of cluttery and makeshift, do you know what I mean? Yeah, there's something very moving, and I sometimes think that as human beings we've got to be able to live with the perishability of beauty, you know, and not always look for sustaining a heritage long term.